Well, it is the 1st of March. So far it seems like it's a pretty nice day out, but I'm not really sure what the weather forecast is. Of course, I could check the weather forecast and figure that out because I got some things outside I want to do. Don't know whether the forecast is really favorable for doing these things outside or not today, but I have the brand new Sainlogic SA1 Smart Weather Station. This is a pretty cool item, actually. I don't know if this is something I would have necessarily bought on my own because I just had never really thought about it. But when they reached out to me and asked me to review it for them and to check it out, I thought, I got to looking into it. I thought, you know, this is actually pretty cool. Let's go inside, we'll unbox this, we'll get it started, and then we'll talk a little bit more about what it does. All right, so we are inside the house now. Hopefully it's not too noisy. I got the dishwasher running, I got the laundry, the washing machine going, the dryer going. Hopefully it's not too noisy in here, not too much background noise. Got the dog walking around, tiptoeing, and you can hear him kind of tap dancing around maybe a little bit, but that's okay. We'll get into this thing here. So this is actually pretty cool. I got to looking into it because, like I said, it wasn't something that I had never really thought of, but I got to looking into it, and there are some cool features here. It does tell you weather forecasts, so it you know, it has a nice monitor here. As soon as I figure out how to open the box here, we'll open it up and get into it. Hang on, I gotta focus. There we go. Good grief, that was harder than it should have been. Not really that difficult, just hard for me. So we've got a couple of things here. I haven't opened this yet and opened it up, but I know just from kind of researching it a little bit. This is your outdoor sensor. You can put it outdoor, you can put it indoor, you can put it you know, wherever you wanted to, out in your shed, you know, out in your barn, out in your brooder box area. You know, they say that it could be used in like a wine room or any of those kinds of things. It monitors temperature and humidity. So this will give us real time, should be real time anyway, I think, but also it stores the data too. I'm not sure exactly if it will store the actual readings from this as well, but you get 2 years worth of weather data stored. And I think that's a pretty cool feature because then you can go back in time, look over the, you know, the course of the last 2 years anyway. If you were to download that and save it, you could go back even further over time. And you could kind of see what, you know, what the trends are for the time of the year. I know you can probably look that stuff up, but it's, you know, it's kind of cool to me to be able to do that. So it does come with a power cord. Now this is going to be battery operated. I'm not sure what size battery it uses. I'm sure it has a instruction manual, but let's take a look here, see if I can figure out how to open this without even looking at the instructions. It's got, looks like a little arrow pointing right there, so does it just pry open? I may have to look at the instructions to see what I'm doing. I don't want to break it right out of the box. Oh no, it just pries open. Looks like AAA batteries, unfortunately. I was hoping it was going to be AA's because I have a lot of rechargeable AA's. But AAA batteries, not that big a deal. That'll work. I may have to just pick up some rechargeable AAA batteries. Not sure what the battery life is going to be like on this yet. We'll figure that out as we go. Then we've got, let's see, what is that? That's the main monitor. So this right here, it's got a nice, I think, a little stand here, it looks like. Let's find out. This has batteries as well. Whoops. And it uses AAA's as well, but you can also plug this in. The battery's just there for like a backup if you're, if the power runs out or something like that. I think that's a stand is what that is, but yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, there you go. So you can stand it up somewhere. Let's get that off there real quick. See what the instructions look like. Oh my goodness, we got a whole bunch of stuff in here. Activate the warranty. You get a 1-year free extension on the warranty. Activate it within 14 days. I'm not sure what kind of warranty it has on it. Probably a 1-year warranty would be my guess. There's the Sainlogic Facebook group and the Sainlogic Facebook page. So go check those out. Subscribe to those pages. Be part of that group. They do have several models of weather stations. This is kind of their newer one, upgraded. SA1 is what it's called. Let's see. Find out what we got here. Okay, that's the weather app instructions. It comes with its own app. These are the instructions, the setup guide. I don't think we need those, honestly. It looks like, well, actually we probably do because we need to get this thing connected to the internet. That's how it's going to get the reading. So let me go get some batteries, get the batteries plugged into this thing. Step 4, step 1. Yeah, step 1 is putting in batteries or plugging in. And then there's instructions on how to connect the sensor so that it will display. So let me do this off camera because there's no sense in you sitting here and looking at it while I'm, watching me try to read this and decipher it. Let me get some batteries, get this thing plugged in, then we'll come back and we'll show you from here. Okay, we're back. So I've got it plugged in now. I don't know, let me try something here real quick. We're going to unplug the port here and see if it stays on. I don't know if the battery will keep the monitor on. That's a lot of stuff to run the battery off of, or if it just stores memory. I'm thinking it's just a memory thing, but let's find out. Let's unplug. Yeah, it's just memory. It doesn't actually keep the monitor on, so you need to have it plugged in, which is okay because I don't want to have to try to run this thing on batteries. You go through a lot of batteries pretty quick. So now none of this information is going to be right yet because it's not connected to the internet or anything. But we're going to go through here. It says, first of all, to connect the display and the sensor. So to connect this with this, it says to press and hold the CH plus button for 3 seconds. It doesn't tell me what the CH plus button is. Let me see if there's anything in here. Boy, that's pretty tiny. That's hard to read there. I don't see a page that just shows the... That's for the weather app, isn't it? I think. Looks like it. Looks like a pretty good manual for the app, so there may be quite a bit to the app. I don't know yet. What is this? This is the user manual. I don't know that that's going to give me that. Uh-oh, I don't know what that beeping was. I don't know. We'll figure that out here in a minute. Kind of annoying, kind of distracting, but you know what? Let's just look and figure it out. So hold the CH plus button. I'm betting that's the channel plus minus button. Hold it for 3 seconds, and it says it will enter the search mode. The search icon will be displayed. We'll find out what that is here in a second, probably. I hope this thing doesn't explode. It's beeping faster, but we'll find out as we go. I don't know what's going on here. It looks like it's searching. That's the icon right there that it shows that's supposed to search. And then it says, if all the time the data keeps showing a dotted line, where's the dotted line supposed to be? Oh, it's already connected to the sensor. Okay. So it says right now the temperature is 71 degrees, 44% humidity. That's the sensor information right there. If I would just look at it, it would be okay, wouldn't it? So I don't know what this DST is. I'm gonna have to read some of this stuff to figure this out. But so yeah, it looks like that's it. So you know what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this sensor outside and stick it outside and see if see how far it connects, because we're a ways. It's probably, oh, I don't know, maybe 25 yards or so to go outside where I'm going to keep this thing. So let me go stick this outside. We'll come back. We'll see if it's still connecting. Okay, so I haven't made it very far through the instructions yet, but I did want to go over this. The next step is to register with the weather seat account. This is where you're going to get basically where it's going to store your data, historical data, and also where you're going to get your weather forecasts from. It does look like I'm still connected to the sensor right now. It shows 66 degrees. It's not 66 degrees outside, but it may take a minute or two. It may take a little bit for that to acclimate to the outdoor temperature. But it's connecting. That's good. I mean, that's quite a ways actually. Plus it's through closed door and all that kind of stuff. Still connected. So looks like it does read the humidity correctly. It made the adjustment there. We're right at about 30% humidity. I think that's probably about right. Interesting, it does have a indoor sensor right here as well, which is the indoor, this thing reading the around temperature. This is the other sensor outside. So the unit itself has a sensor on it, and then you have the remote sensor as well, if that makes sense. Okay, so to I thought I'd show you this app real quick. This is the app. You just have to download it. I didn't see anywhere where it gave you like a UR code or a, whatever you call these, RL codes. I can't remember now all of a sudden, to get to downloading the app itself. But it's easy enough. Just go to your app store, search for WeatherSeed, and it came right up. And then we're going to open this thing up. Okay, so it looks like it's connecting, or it's already got my address here. Maybe, because that's not right. It's not 28 degrees outside right now. Oh, it's in Celsius, I think. No, it shouldn't be 28 degrees Celsius. I don't know. We're going to have to find out if this is accurate or not. That's not the right one. But once I set up an account, maybe it's reading from somewhere else and not here. I don't know. We're going to find out. So create an account, pretty straightforward. Enter your email. I'm going to do this off screen. It'll send you a verification code, create a password, you know, the standard stuff that you would do whenever you create an account with any kind of thing. So let me do this off screen. Okay, so I'm now logged in, I believe. Let's see if we can figure this out now. So set that up. Okay, now I'll go back to setting up the Wi-Fi connection. See how this works. The power adapter needs to be plugged in. Please don't choose the wrong type and model. If you choose the wrong one, you can't match the network successfully. I'm not sure what that means yet. I don't know. Bluetooth distribution network mode recommended. Hold the max min key to enter the distribution network mode. The Wi-Fi icon will flash and the BI icon will show in the data area after the display enters the Bluetooth distribution network mode. Please open the app to start networking. Okay, so basically we got to connect this to that. That's what it's saying, really. Okay, got it. That makes sense. Okay, connecting the app to this right here is what we're going to connect to. So press and hold the max min key to enter. So there's the max in key. Press and hold it. That enters Bluetooth. I don't know if I need to connect to it. Press and hold that. After you enter the Bluetooth distribution network mode, please open the app to start networking. Okay, I'm opening the app. Where is it? It's not super clear. Oh, there we go. I bet it's add device right there. I had to, here, I'll just show you what I did. I went through a bunch of these things. There's an option right here to add a device. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to add a device. Portable weather station, home weather station, professional weather station. Based on the pictures, I think we're looking at the home weather station. Let's try that one. SA1, there it is. Give your device a name. Let's do slightly rednecked. There we go. Slightly rednecked weather. Okay. Where is your device located? Please enter your address. Okay, let me do this off camera. Okay. So the app is telling me the same thing. Press and hold the max button. We've already done that. We're already in Bluetooth mode. So I'm going to hit next. Let's see. Next. Scan the QR code. Scan what QR code? Click next to scan the QR code. I don't know what this means. Okay, let's click next. Let's see what happens. Select Bluetooth distribution mode. Select Wi-Fi 2.4 gigahertz and then enter the password and click connect device. I don't know. I'm going to click next. Okay, allow. Scan what QR code? Where's the QR code? What is it talking about? There's no QR code. This is not great. Let me look at the instructions to see what else it says in here. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I figured it out. I'm kind of an idiot, I guess. There's a barcode on the back. Duh, I didn't even think about that. It doesn't say that in the instructions necessarily, but looks like the next step is to scan that barcode right there. Yep, that was it. That was the one right there. Then, okay, so the instructions weren't as bad as I thought. It It was mostly my stupidity, and it happens sometimes. Okay, it says select Bluetooth distribution network. That's what we've got. We're going to click next. It's searching. Allow WeatherSea to find Bluetooth devices. Allow it to configure your device. Okay, it looks like this is my actual internet device. The Wi-Fi is 5 gigahertz. Please set it to 2.4 gigahertz first. So, I'm not sure how to switch my internet router right offhand. Let's see real quick. Give me a minute. Okay, turns out I didn't have to actually change my internet. I mean, I don't think I did anyway. It seems like it's working now. My outdoor sensor seems to be reading right now. 53 degrees Fahrenheit, that's what it says. 40% humidity, probably right. I don't know. 65 degrees indoor, 45% humidity right now. It is still kind of wintertime, so humidity is pretty low right now. But anyway, I followed the instructions basically once I figured it out. I mean, it's not super clear, but figured it out. Whenever I connected to, I don't think I can go back to it anymore, but when I connected, you know, what I was doing before and it said change it to 2.4 gigahertz, my router, and yours probably is too, most of them are anymore, it's a dual band router, so it will project 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz, and I just went ahead, I didn't change anything, I just went ahead and connected to it, had to put in my Wi-Fi password, and it went ahead and connected. So it's got my my device connected. I don't need to add another device. I'm not sure what I do next. Press hold the Minimax, enter the distribution network mode. All right, let's hold that down maybe. The Wi-Fi icon will flash. Then short press the set key once and the SC icon will be shown on the date area. Let's see the set key. Where's the set key? Right there. Push it once. Okay, the SC icon is shown. After the display enters the Wi-Fi distribution network mode, please open the app to start networking. Okay, so we go back to the app. Okay, I don't know where I'm supposed to go on here. Do I pick one of them? I don't know if I need to do something. Well, maybe I should look here and see what it says. Oh, I know what these are. Okay, my fault. Again, I didn't read through these first. You guys are getting me to read them to begin with. Okay, so the first set of instructions are connecting with Bluetooth. If you can't connect with Bluetooth, then you follow the Wi-Fi method to connect that way if you need to, which I don't need to because I connected by Bluetooth. If you can't connect that way, if you want to connect to it by web page distribution method, there's another set of instructions for that. That's what it looks like right there. So, I mean, it's basically just doing the same things to connect. We don't need to do any of that. So, let's see if we can get out of here. There we go. So I think we are connected here. Let's see what we do. Follow steps 1 through Wi-Fi distribution method. Okay, so that's basically it. Return to the app, click the confirmation dot, and click next. Please select 2.4 and the power cord to connect. Okay, that's all it is. So basically, you just do one of those different kinds of connections. Good grief. Shouldn't do this. Note when Android system can select Wi-Fi. iOS system use Wi-Fi. There's YouTube instructions, I guess. That might have been helpful. Website you can go to, or customer support if you need to. Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is actually kind of nice. All right, so now we've got app instructions here. I think I'd probably be best just going through these myself, figuring out how it works, and then coming back and showing you all the, these are the same instructions I just went through, and then showing you what all it can do. It looks like this is new. So let me do that. I'll read through these instructions. You don't need to watch me fumble through them. Sometimes I have a tendency to just kind of skim things and hope I pick it up and figure it out on my own, and I don't. So I have to go back and read the instructions, and I get all confused sometimes. You guys just watch me do that. So let me go through this, figure this out. I'll come back, I'll show you kind of how it works. It looks pretty self-explanatory though, right offhand. I mean, we've got a lot of data right here. We've got the date, that's the right date. 12:30, that's the right time. I don't know what this DST means right offhand. I'll have to look at that and figure that out. Moon phase, what is that? Is that waning? Waxing? I don't remember which one it is. It's getting smaller, I think, right? If it was on this side, it would be getting bigger, and if it was on that side, it's getting smaller, I think. I'll have to look that up. I can't remember exactly. Forecast. The dew point's 29 degrees. It feels like 52 degrees. Relative humidity is 29.92. Is that what it says? Relative humidity? Relative? Oh, high-low maybe? I don't know. You know, I'll read through this stuff, figure it out. Looks like the battery on there, I don't know how good those batteries were, but it's showing already like quarter battery strength. That's not good if those batteries don't last very long, but those may have been pretty crappy batteries, so we'll figure that out later. So let me go play with the app a little bit, see what I can figure out, and then I already figured out you need to go to the units, change it to Fahrenheit. Barometric pressure, I don't really know. Wind speed, miles per hour is what I want. Rainfall, inches per hour. It's all set up in like imperial, no, metric. So I'm going to change it to imperial because I'm in the United States. Solar radiation, I don't know. Let's do that one. Time format, 12-hour time format. Looks good, so save it. Some of this stuff you can just figure out by playing around with the app. So yeah, all in all, pretty nifty. Let me play with this for a few days, get a feel for it, see how accurate all the information is, and we'll come back and we'll give you a full review. And you know, stick around. All right, so I've been using this for about a week now, and I got to tell you, I really kind of like it. It's pretty convenient. It's pretty nifty. I did figure out a few things that, you know, whenever you saw me last and I was reading through the instructions, probably should have done all that off camera before I even started the video, but you got to see kind of in real time how long it took me to kind of figure things out. But anyhow, did figure out a couple of things. First of all, I didn't know what this DST stood for up here. I don't know if you can read that on the screen. It says DST right there. That is daylight savings time. So it's basically you just turn daylight savings time on or off, so it will auto update with daylight savings time. So I have it on, of course. This is the second countdown if you didn't figure that out. Or not countdown, but count up. So it's 2:04 p.m. with 43 seconds, you know, so on and so on. So anyhow, I mean, the data on here is pretty self-explanatory. This is my outdoor sensor. Again, it's 61 degrees, and this shows over the last 24 hours, it's at the high we've had over the last 24 hours. The minimum temperature we had was 60 degrees. Well, that's not, yeah, that's right. Yeah, 61.5 is the high. The min was 60 degrees. That's not actually correct. I think I unplugged this and plugged it back in, so I think it kind of reset this and said that, you know, it didn't track backwards. So anyhow, it does keep up with that though pretty good. I had it somewhere else where I've been using it, and I unplugged it and brought it over here to do the video, and I think it reset that 24-hour clock. So anyhow, it does give you the high, the low for the past 24 hours. Same thing with humidity. Reads out this, it's my outdoor sensor, this is my inside sensor. I say outdoor sensor, you could use this for anything. You know, we actually at work, we have one that's similar to this, not the same brand, but they put this in the server room, the other sensor, so it gives you that. And you can set the alarms to if it reaches a certain temperature, high or low, it'll send you an alarm, send you a notification on the app. Same thing with humidity. Anyway, I don't use that necessarily because I'm not terribly worried about the, you know, getting alarms with the high, the low, that kind of stuff. But it is super nice to have this thing handy just to be able to, I mean, I can just look at it and see what the temperature is outside, getting ready to take the trash out, getting ready to go out and feed the animals. Hey, do I need my jacket or do I not? Oh, it's 61 degrees. I'm okay. You know, I don't have to look at anything else. I can just see it right there. Pretty handy and pretty nice to have. Now, this little forecast section right here is not the best. I mean, it's just a kind of a general overall what to expect the next 24-48 hours, and it's basically based on pressure, whether the pressure is rising or falling, what the previous conditions were. So it's somewhat, I mean, it's okay, but it's not super accurate and it's not super detailed, and it's not meant to be. So I mean, it's just kind of a general, what it's telling me right now is it should be over the next 24 to 48 hours partly cloudy. That's what it's telling me right now. So, which is probably pretty accurate actually, but you know, sometimes it'll say rain's expected when it's not necessarily going to rain. It may be pretty cloudy, maybe you know, close to raining, but not, you know, actually rain. Anyhow, this is not meant to be an accurate, you know, in-depth forecast anyway, so that's okay. So let me set this down. Let me show you the app, because the app I do like quite a bit. There's some convenient things about it. So the first thing about the app, you know, kind of shows my area right here. If you, I mean, this is the area on the map that I'm in Southwest Missouri. If you scroll up though, let's see, hopefully you can see this. I don't know how well this, you know, the phone shows up on camera, but this is my hourly, by hour of the day temperature and everything else that's going to be going on with that. So actually this is not right either. It must have reset whenever there we go. Now we got it. This has been, anyway, sorry, this has been pretty accurate actually. It tells me my wind speed, what it's going to be through hour of the day, UV index, this is humidity, how that's going to change throughout the day. Then it's got a 7-day forecast, and it kind of expands the first day that you can, let me make sure I'm right, yeah. So this is tomorrow, Monday. So you can, let's see, I forgot how to, I think I just tap on it. So yeah, that collapses it down. But you can expand out any one of these days and get an hourly weather kind of update that gives you temperature throughout, you know, every hour of the day, wind speeds, all those kinds of things. The thing I really like about this app, now it does not show like severe weather alerts or anything like that on this app right here, but there's no ads. There's no, I mean, it's just super fast. You just pull it up, look, okay, there's my wind speed, there's my temperature, is it going to be raining, is it not going to be raining? Gives you all that data right here. So it's super fast, super easy to look at, no ads popping up, it doesn't take forever to load or anything like that. As you go through the different settings, this is my device right here. One thing I will say is when I first turned this thing on and started using it, there was a pretty significant amount of coil whine. And if you know what that is when like that kind of high pitch squeal you get from like an LCD screen. There was a pretty significant amount of that, but once I updated the firmware, which is pretty easy to do, you just tap on your, I forget which one it is. Well, maybe I'm not doing it in the right spot. I've forgotten how now. Let me look at my profile. Oh, there it is. I think. Forgot now. That's support. I forgot where I was going on this. Oh, download. No, that's download the data. There's your alarm settings. You can set them up. That's your personal profile. I don't have any alarms set right now. This is my specific device reading. Gives me kind of historical data on that. We'll get back to the firmware update here in a second. It was easy to do, but now I'm having a hard time remembering exactly how I did it. Oh, right there where it says version, I believe. Yeah, that's it. You just hit the version on there. Let me go back and show you. There's the link right there where it says version on your device. Hit that, hit detect. It says I'm on the latest version. I wasn't. I downloaded it, took a couple minutes, refreshed, and that coil whine went away. So if you've got one and it's doing that, update the firmware and that'll help. But anyhow, I mean, no real big frills in the app. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not going to give you all this, you know, like warnings, flood warnings, severe storm warnings, any of that kind of data, but it does just give you a very quick what to expect for the day. Super fast, no ads on it or anything like that. You can view your device itself, the specific device, historical data, what temperature it's showing right now, all that kind of stuff from remote, anywhere. It's pretty easy. Okay, that's pretty much it on the review and the setup and everything. It's not really all that complex. It's pretty simple to set up. You know, once you read the instructions and understand them, because I kind of make things more complicated than they need to be a lot of the time by skimming them and not really reading them in detail before I get started. You got to see that at the beginning of the video. But once I got it all set up and started using it, it just works. I mean, there's nothing to it. I did read about the battery life on the sensor, that they should last 3 months. You know, I'm a week in, no issues with the battery right now, so I can't necessarily confirm that. And those were kind of old batteries that I put in it. They may not last completely 3 months, but it does claim to have a 3-month battery life on the sensor. So that's pretty good, actually. That's not bad at all. All right. Only other thing I got here is I have a spare one. I asked if they would make sure that they sent me 2 so I could give one away to a viewer, because hey, no sense in me reviewing something and not being able to give one of these away. So I have a brand new one. If you would like your very own weather station, then leave me a comment below. First of all, go and like Sainlogic's Facebook page and their Facebook group. Get involved in those. Leave me a comment below, and let's see, what will we put in there? Put hashtag Sainlogic. Check the description. I'll put the exact verbiage you need to put in to be considered for the drawing. We'll draw for this to give away here in, let's say 2 weeks on my live broadcast. So that will be not this coming Thursday. Let me look up the date because I can't do that in my head. Give me a second here. So it'll be on the 20th, March the 20th, 2025. We'll do the drawing to give it away. Like I said, go like their Facebook page. Go join the Sainlogic Facebook group. There'll be links down below in the description for those. Leave a comment with hashtag Sainlogic, and we'll enter you into the drawing to give that away. It is limited to people within the United States. I don't have the ability to ship outside of the country at this moment, unfortunately, so you have to live in the United States. Also I'll have a few links down below where you can check out some of their other products as well. They do have weather stations that you can put up rain gauges, and it will detect wind speed and rain and all that kind of, really in-depth data if you're looking for something a little bit more advanced. So, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, God bless.